I have entirely transplanted my build, so this is a quick update for what it looks like. Obviously the side panels are off. It's looking pretty good. So this is the right side. This would be the front plate. And it's pretty good. I added this because the motherboard itself doesn't have enough PWM fan headers, so I took that from the CPU fan and then plugged the CPU fan here. Now, the thing is, it's kind of undercooled, and I didn't realize this when doing regular PC task with the other system, because liquid cooled CPU and all that jazz. I'm a little bit I don't want to say power adverse, but I like things being efficient. If you take a look at that CPU cooler, this is the stock AM4 cooler, not the Wraith Spire or Prism, I think. Sorry, Wraith Spire? Prism? Let me know in the comment section. But this is the stock CPU cooler. It does not come with the 5900X because it is not powerful enough. Now, I went through a couple iterations, and long story short, at idle, my 5900X seems to be pulling about 60 watts. I try to drop that down even more using PBO, but with a negative CPU offset. That didn't work. I also tried doing a voltage adjustment, where I brought the voltage down by 100 millivolts, which is normally relatively safe. That didn't work. Actually, I think I ended up, when I was video streaming in Discord, just, regular general tasks, it ended up going up to about 80 watts at idle. I find that unacceptable, especially when you consider that the GPU is running at about 45 watts at idle. That's just way too much. That's way too much. You're looking at 120 watts just sitting at the desktop from just the tower. Unacceptable in my book. So I'm going to try putting it in eco mode. Another thing is that even at those temperatures, the CPU is sitting at 80 Celsius, and that is running this as an intake. I did some thinking, rubbed all three of my neurons together, and, with all the variables in this case, it makes sense to have pretty much every fan as an intake. Reason being that when you're blowing air, like in this case, you're blowing the air out through the fan and across the case, it has directionality. It's going to flow in this pattern, versus when you're sucking air, it's going to come from every angle. So it's kind of like the way you can blow on a piece of paper at a distance and it'll move, but you can't do the opposite. You can't just suck in air and that piece of paper at the end of the desk moves. So in this case, it'll be pulling in from every direction, from the side, from the front, and whatever, so it has less directionality. But here, it will blow directly across. When I had it flipped the other way, temperature was a solid 5 Celsius difference in the idle testing that I was doing. So this seems to be working. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get an AIO, stick it on here, route the tubing through here. Now that I think about it, that might not be the easiest thing. Regardless, I'll put the AIO on here, mount it to the bottom, and have that also as an intake. So we're talking intake, intake, intake. And given that the entire case is mesh, that shouldn't be a problem. We're talking mesh on the entire side panel and also mesh up top. So regardless, it should be fine. I've been loving the GPU temperatures. It hasn't gone up past 75 thereabouts at full load. Amazing. Now I think I'm wondering what I should do in the meantime. I'm gonna try it on eco mode, and that should limit the TDP down to 60 watts, but I'm also gonna, experiment a little bit. But it's been nice having this on my desk and ready to go. The full-on PC over there is again disassembled. I'm strongly considering selling it as is. Maybe I'll remove the motherboard, but maybe someone out there wants to do a dual build PC with everything baked in, or everything ready to go. Yeah. Thanks for following. Please like and subscribe. I'll keep you informed with a couple more of these quick updates. Bye-bye.